2004. I moved from Serbia to Greenville, Wisconsin. I was a freshman in high school when I moved. My high school was mostly higher middle class white students. We had a low minority class of 20 students that was made up of foreigners and non Caucasian students. I started playing basketball for the high school right away because basketball was and is my life. My freshman year, I played junior varsity. I did not start a single game the whole year, and I decided to talk to my coach and ask him what was going on. He simply told me that he could not have two freshmen playing. And you know what? I was okay with that answer. It made sense to me. But then when I was getting older, I started realizing what was going around me. When I talked to players' parents, they were okay with me, fine, had a good conversation. And then once I turned my back to them, it was a whole different story. They started talking about me and everything. But this still did not phase me until my senior year, when I played an important game that was televised. That game, I was the leading scorer, only had a few missed shots, and in the fourth quarter, with 5 minutes left, my coach takes me out. I was frustrated because we're only down by 3 points. We're going to win this game because I felt that I could help my team win the game. When we ended up losing the game by 5 points, I was frustrated. I just wanted to go off on my coach and tell him how I felt, but I decided to control my anger and talk to him the next day. So the next day at practice, I went up to my coach and I told him that I need to talk to him. He said, "No problem, we'll talk after practice." And after practice, me and him sat down and had a little chat. And I told him, "Coach, I just have one quick question for you. Why was I benched last night?" He replied to me that he felt the lineup that he had in when I was on the bench was the best lineup to win the game. And I told him, "Coach, we know that's not true. I've been going to school this school for 4 years, and I saw some discrimination, and I did not think anything of it. And I thought you were different. That all that matters is that you can play basketball, and obviously not. Obviously, politics and favoritism play out a lot." And he stopped me right there and said, "Politics and favoritism does not belong on the hardwood." And I said, "I agree, but it does belong in this hardwood." And I just started going off, and I told him, "Coach, I'm a person. I don't care that I come from a different country, that my name is different, that my culture is different than everybody's here, that I'm different than you guys. I understand that. But I play basketball, and I'm pretty good at it, and that's all that matters. And coach, I'll just talk to you later because I can't handle this now." So I went home, and that was it. Had a good handshake with him at the end, and 2 days later, we had another game. I started that game. I played 2 minutes, then I got benched till halftime. Then I played halftime. I started, played 3 minutes, then I got benched till the fourth quarter, till 5 minutes left in the game again. And he comes up to me, and we're up by 10 at this point as well. He comes up to me and tells me, "Igor, go in." And I reply, "No, I'm okay here on the bench." He comes and says it again, "Igor, go in." I said, "I'm okay." Then he comes up to my face and starts yelling at me, which I really find disrespectful, and tells me to go in. Starts grabbing me and I tell him, "Coach, I can't. My shoelaces aren't tied." That was the last real conversation we had, and that was my senior year with 2 games left, and I did not talk to him after that. And the worst thing was, I still didn't feel hurt about all this. I was still upset about it, but I was okay. The thing that got me real mad is he was getting scouts for all other teammates besides me. Now, that was the thing that set me and that made me thinking about what kind of people you have in this world. And I started realizing that you're going to have people that are close minded, that are going to think different than you do. But you got to make the most of your opportunities. You cannot let people, what they do and how they say, offend you. You could try to teach them, you could try to tell them, but if it doesn't, you try it at least. We got to keep living. You got to keep enjoying this beautiful world and this life.